upload myself a lot of videos today, but there's just so much stuff that we're doing, so much stuff we're working on. It is virtually impossible that we have to shoot this many videos a day because there's so much stuff that we were working on. It is not even funny how much stuff we're working on. It's a lot. So basically, this right here is, my name is Kenneth Bird. The company is Black Series Edition LLC, and we call this channel, this segment, we call it Cardboard PC Kingdom. And this is where we build PC cases out of cardboard. Now, these PC cases we're designing is involved of a screen paint that we have coming out, which is our Apex Gamer Black technology. And we're building this giant screen at 235.1. Got a projector coming in, we're going to do some portrait mode. It's just insane. So the reason why there's so many videos that we do, it's just so much stuff. It's a lot of stuff we work on every day. It's just so much. I actually had someone on YouTube who got really nasty, said, well, I don't do 10 videos a day because you don't have anything to show. That's why. We got so many stuff we're working on. I'm working on 4 different types of screen paints. 4 different types, including another screen we have to work on, which is the Apex technology. And this is one of the cabinets we're building right now, all completely out of cardboard. So I started building these cardboard screens because, again, it's cheap, it's affordable, doesn't cost the customers a lot of money, you know. And right now I have to finish off the rest of the paint job in this thing, and then after that we ran out of black. No more black. I gotta wait for them to get some more, or I just have to order me a container of some black, which I'm going to be picking up soon. I don't want to put this on the PC we have over there, the gaming PC, retro gaming PC. And then we have the other PC over there we have to finish off. I got an i5, i9, i7, 3770 coming in for that, so we get that all ready to go. Coating this, but we don't have to. But when you paint this on here, what it does stiffen the material, makes it rigid like wood, and basically strengthens the case. Got a nice reinforcement on here anyway. But so what we're going to be doing is a corrosion job on here. Oh, that's not supposed to be. Like that. Over there. Gives it kind of a rough texture to it, so that way when we put the rust job on it, gives it more of a kind of build up of corrosion that's built up down through time. So I just want to get this in here, get that to harden up real nice. That's done right there. So we paint it up first. So what we're going to do with this tank, we're going to basically fill this thing with vegetable oil, and we're going to drop in some RGBs, which I think is the best choice, light system, which will run on the vegetable oil, and that we can do a pulsating off of, because it allows you to control those lights. So I'm going to put a controller in there too also. This is going to take a micro ITX board, which we already have our screws in there already installed in, for the motherboard. Single 120 millimeter fan, which is going to have another fan on top of it. Dual fan set up for here, right here. That's going to go directly into our motherboard here. We're not going to be bothering with a separate hard drive. We're definitely going to run this off of M2, so I got to go pick up an operating system. It's probably Windows 10 or 11, and actually upload that onto this system right here, which hopefully it's a thumb drive, but it's not. We got an optical driver behind ahead of time, so we can load this driver up over here and get this thing done. We got a nice little vent system we built on this side right here, so that way air sucks through here, travels to the fan here, and that goes to the cooling system for the radiator system, which will be connected to here. Now what I want to do is, I want to do this when we get done. I want to do this in a mixture of brown, different shades of brown and rust, to give this kind of an old-fashioned rusty look to it. I like the way the guy did his on his system with the old ecosystem all around it. And of course all the pipes and stuff we're going to make look, they're out of wood. We'll give everything kind of a wooden look to it, and we're going to wrap this blind system around it, and all the blinds are going to be painted so they all glow in the dark. And we're going to have like a little nuclear pipe system that's going to come from here and here and here, stretch out around different areas, so you can see this glow going off behind the back of these plants. So it's going to be freaking sick, and it's like a nice little case we built. Not too big. Nice little case. There's something really interesting with the motherboard, like it's actually levitating. We have lights underneath here, some pretty cool stuff. Maybe put some fireflies in there. So how we make that rough texture to it, this is what we use right here. This is the magic stuff right here. This is how we make our PCs look like they're frosted. Get a nice little frosted look to it. You do a little dry brush painting with that to get that wet pick up. We're still working on that one too. So this one is going to involve this month the doors we're going to put on it, some icy foods to put in, like some frozen pizzas, and basically when we finish the rest of the caulking job on this and fans in the back of the front. On this one over here, the only thing we're missing off of this is we basically do need to get a 3730 in here. We need to get the processor for this, so we can get one on a used one for about 20 bucks or 25 bucks, get that replaced. And then with this, we definitely need wireless keyboard and mouse, because that gotta go. It's driving me nuts. Get rid of that. And also too, that antenna system, because there's one over there and you can't even see it, so that's definitely had to go. That's older. I had a problem with that thing disconnecting and reconnecting. Later on, we'll get the graphic card for that and finish it up. The VR glasses that we're getting with this, we're going to be the Quest 2s that will operate off this with no problem. Unfortunately, I got to spend 80 bucks for a cable. I'm going to charge 80 bucks for the cable to link it to this. Or, wait, what the frick am I paying 80 bucks for a cable? That thing connects airless. That's an airless wireless on it. I'm going to go wireless on it. But anyway, so, because Wi-Fi is pretty good in here. Alright, so we're going to link it with that. And then basically from there, you know, I should do that. I should disconnect from here. I got to disconnect the internet from here anyway. I got to go get my T-Mobile business back, because, boy, my projector mapping has issues in here. But anyway, so get that done. And I'm going to paint my glasses to look just like the PC. So all that goes in the dark. That's pretty cool. But this is a little bit we're building right now. And the one we have up there on top of our cardboard bookcase, which we want to rebuild anyway, because I don't like how it's shaped out. It came out nice, I like it, but I could have been a little more straighter with it. This is going to, bookcase is going to have a built-in PC in it and a virtual fish tank. But right now, that's a gaming PC up there. So that gaming PC is a retro PC, and a retro PC is shaped like a gaming store, like an arcade. So it's an arcade that you can game in the arcade, and the front glass is actually a technology we call Flex, which is a portable screen that you can hook over the projector inside your PC. So yeah, that didn't blow your mind. I don't know what didn't blow your mind. I don't know. I don't know at all. So now, caulking city. Yes. Where's my knife at? About to get my caulking on. Caulking. This will be your best friend when you do PC mods. You want to get that corrosion built up. Now these wires we have over here are nice, but we have to skin some of those wires back down, and we have to basically do a little paint job on it to make it look like they have that kind of green foam molded corrosion on it. So corrosion comes in different colors. We're going to start all this with a nice dark brown and a little bit of bronze into it, add some black shadow to it, and then add some of that green corrosion on different corners and stuff like that. Fungus is growing in there because it's been there forever. And then we put some beautiful green plant life around it, but the plant life is going to be individually coated and painted so it all glows in the dark and looks absolutely freaky at nighttime. So that's what I want to do. About to get inside your mind, people. Inside your mind. Also on top of that, my cat's in there going around. On top of that, we're going to take certain different plants and we're going to cut them, design them to make our own weird looking plants that you can't buy in normal stores. Because, you know, some radiation got in that water over there, and now we got all kinds of problems. All kinds of weird stuff is going over there. Let me see. What do we need here? I need my trusty knife. That's what I need. My trusty knife. Where's the freak is my trusty knife at? Where's trusty one? See? I put stuff up. This is the reason why you're supposed to put things up. Where the fuck did you put the blade at? It's not there. Oh, it's here. Where's it supposed to be? Wrong drawer. Look at this thing. I have to have this conversation with myself every time. The sound she makes when she opens up. She makes me wonder. Alright, let's get her cut right here. And the tool you're going to need to do this is a piece of cardboard. So basically, a piece of cardboard is all you need. I like that sound. It's beautiful. I use that knife for everything. Actually, I built that 250-inch screen with that knife. It helped me out with a lot of stuff. So that's my utility knife I have to wear. Gotta be careful. Got Karens on my channel. They will sit there and complain and say, he showed the knife. He's threatening people. He's dangerous. That knife is a utility knife. I use it for work. That's all I use it for. Just for work. I've been using it for work since day one. So that's basically what it is. But I have to be careful because we've got the Karen naysayers on her. I wouldn't be surprised if Crow is in this room with us. He probably is. He's a weirdo. And he comes in the room, he does weird stuff. But let's not talk about him. It's not about him, it's about us. It's all about us. Got some nice flaky cardboard here. This is your best friend in the whole world for making all kinds of crude, corrosion, beautiful work. So we did this. Just as all you need right here. And if you got a brush like this, like the best brushes you have are the ones that have been soaking in dirty water, you know, because they get that kind of nice form to them, you know, for painting up really cool stuff. I got one here that's actually really, oh, here it is. There it is. It's got stuck with this one. This is beautiful. So basically how you get that frost on there, a light brush, dry brush, that's what you can do. Lightly frosted on, frosted on, frosted on, frosted on, frosted on. You're getting sleepier. Sleepier. I'm messing with you. Alright, so let's do this job. So basically, corners you want to go a little heavy on. So we're probably going to get this corrosion most likely in these little balcony areas right here. So we put this above this balcony here. The zoomies. Okay, uh-oh. There's a mouse in the ceiling, he can't get to it. So he's charging up the zoomies. You know, blast to the ceiling. Zoomies charging, zoomies activate. Yeah, there's a mouse chewing in the ceiling somewhere. We'll get him in here for once in a while. But like I said, at the end of the day, that the mouse is not going to come down. You know why? Big old cat down there waiting for us. Why? Big old cat down there waiting for him. Like, no, I'll pass. So we get the rust to look frosty. I know it looks like it's a mess, right? But remember, before calm, you must have chaos. Chaos is important. Chaos brings calm. So basically, this station here has been pumping station. Has been sitting here for a while, and what happened was basically somehow some biochemical somehow got into the tank, and that started pumping water throughout this whole system, which the water was quite infected and caused these plants to grow into some abnormal creatures. We said a lot about our stories, don't we? Yeah. I got this whole thing about the whole apocalypse meltdown. That's why I like Fallout. I'm a big fan of Fallout because I like that whole nuclear steampunk kind of, I don't know, it's like beauty and corrosion. I love it. It's really beautiful. I have to see the beauty of the way the rust mixes together. It's very beautiful. I just want to set my world on fire. Now see how that hangs like that? Easy. You just pat it in heavy. Put it in heavy. Make sure you got a fan on it, blowing on it constantly all the time. There we go. There we go. See? Can't get that corrosion up. Hey, you are doing too much. There, lighten it up a little bit. There we go. You need a gentle breeze. Dry but gentle breeze. Because you know the corrosion is slightly dried. There we go. No more than that. Humans can't come here anymore. The veggie life has gotten a little too interesting. So now they can't come here anymore. So I have to send machines to have to come here. Little machines we're talking about, you want to incorporate the little buddies and everything. Yep. A little bit of corrosion built up there. So, you know, it's easy to do that. You know what would be really cool to do? Man. Would really be cool to do for the PlayStation? I want to put one in the case, but I want to do a couple of PlayStations. Take a PlayStation, cut it open, show some of those parts inside of it, and corrode it and make it look really old. Like somebody left a piece, like a PlayStation and a nuclear blast, a fallout. kind of corrosion PlayStation would look really, really sick. It really would. We can age it to make it look it's super old, rusted. That would be pretty cool. Add a little steampunk to it, have some pipes coming out of it and everything. That'd be sick. You're like, it's beautiful. Rust is beautiful. You don't understand. Rust is beautiful. It is. It's beauty. Because it takes time. It takes time for that to age. That's what makes it beautiful. It's time for it to age. Look at that. See how it all? You just pat those underneath those edges. Those edges is what makes it come to life. Just pat the edges. Make sure you got a nice little fan on it so everything basically dries nicely as you're patting it on. See how beautiful that looks? That's how it comes to life. It's beautiful. Do, 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 do. Now when that dries, then we add another coating on it and another coating on it. We just give it that really like overlap of corrosion. It's absolutely beautiful. I love corrosion. It's beautiful. That's why, you know, I do a lot of PCs involving nuclear wastelands and stuff. That's what I like about, I love about whatchamacallit, about Fallout. That whole nuclear wasteland. I love it. Like, it's not completely gone. It's still there. It's still intact. But now it's just different. Everything has changed. So that area now, we're just building our edge up. I'm going to go heavy out. Mother freaking Georgie. I'm going to go heavy on the edges. Always heavy on the edges. This is the area when you paint everything in. This is the area you highlight with the brush, with the green and the brown, and that's a pat job that you do over top that. Make sure you get that container. You don't hit that. You don't want to do that. Oh, wishes to fight with me. We don't care. We're good. There we go. Remember, when you paint, chaos comes first before calm. That makes no sense, Mr. Bird. That's crazy talk. That's insane. And then when you're painting, you're like, oh, I see what he's talking about. Like, if you're doing splatter art, you're just throwing paint all over, but just throwing it here, throwing it there, and then you come in and you just sculpt it into a beautiful piece of art, a masterpiece. So chaos first, and then calm. Become one with the art. Feel the art. Know the art. Become the art. Gotta have fun, people. Look, man, I'm 56 years old, man. I ain't got time to learn about being a stickler in the day. I ain't got time for that, man. You can't basically enjoy life, then, you know, go kick rocks. Because, again, life is too short to basically be so serious. Why so serious? Why? Gotta learn to enjoy life. Build that up, build that. Look at that. Chaos. Look at the chaos. Look at the build up for the chaos. This looks insane, doesn't it? That looks crazy. Well, who would do that? That's insane. There's so much on there. So much on there. But yet, it just looks like it just works, right? There we go. There we go. Oh, look at that. Chaos is on my hand. It is on my hand. It could be in your face, but it's not. Oh, crap. There we go. So, yeah. So I used to buy old radios, new radios, and I used to rust them. So, like, they've been around for, like, centuries. And when you learn how to corrode wires, to make the wires like they're all copper, I have to change all the wires to hot copper, like a copper look, to real shiny, and then basically polish it so it looks like a shine to it with some gloss to it. So it's really shiny, like it's all made out of piping. Do stuff like that. Steampunk, the daylight and stuff, that stuff. I'm a big fan of steampunk. I freaking love steampunk. But my steampunk's a little different. I like the nuclear age of steampunk. All right, we'll go up top. St. Pat's system here. You want to go all the way over, just enough. So when you paint over this, these areas are going to push up. Yeah, it's driving me nuts, ain't it? This is kind of difficult. Because if you do the inside of this outside, when you look through it, you're going to see these white lines. So that's not going to work. Because you're going to see the white lines on the other end. So this is why you have food coloring. Food coloring, you turn this green, which we do have food coloring here, which you're going to have to turn that green. You got to mix some of it, turn it green, so we can use that. And if you do this, you're going to see the white images on the other side. It's not going to look right. So we got food coloring around here somewhere. We got to figure out where we put it at. Food coloring. Green right there. This has made a better rusted system than that one, to tell you the truth. That one looks really rusted, like really dirty. I want to dirty that glass up a little bit, because it's looking too new. So that paint job's going to be done on the outside. Why aren't you so nosy for, you little monster? Raw. Did your friend disappear? Wait. Don't we got tops of these things we can use? Come on. We can mix it with the tops. There we go. I mean, a little tiny fork with this. Because I got these little tiny forks I took to Thanksgiving for fun. So I have a little fun with my brothers and sisters. It's my little fork right here. So like my fork. Fork is beautiful, ain't it? Yeah, I love my fork. Alright, so I'll take some of this and put this here. Right here. please. Oh, doesn't it look absolutely delicious? But you can have to have some. It's probably quite tasty. What's the part? You're absolutely mad, I tell you. Absolutely mad. What would make you say a thing like that? I do not find that quite entertaining. I find it quite disturbing. Sorry. Just having a little fun. I'm looking for cardboard. I'm going to pull every piece out of here. Has something on it. Jeez. The cardboard, that's all I need. There we go. Bio waste on that. Look at that. It looks absolutely nasty, doesn't it? Dude, I'm getting all my pants, dude. And we're like, wait. Before we do this, I'm going to have to frost the bottom of it real nice. We can't. We have to do that all there first. A little food coloring in there. Let's see what happens if you do the outside of the glass with white and then paint over top of it. The problem you're going to have is you're still going to see that white pushing through on the other end, and that's going to make it look super tacky. So, try to be the camouflage that a little bit better. There you go. You got some of it dripping down the side. That's not good. That's good. It's chaos, baby. It's all about that chaos. It's that chaos love. That drip ain't a problem. Nothing wrong with that drip. And I need something better than this. That is not working for me. That is not giving me happiness. Need something bent. This is better. This is giving me that chaos love. There we go. That's better. There we go. Then with the fan hitting it, the fan stiffens it up a little bit. There we go. Now we're getting to the green corrosion there, baby. Sweet. Do you not understand the chaos love? Do you not understand the full effect of the chaos love? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Chaos. I don't know, man. He speaks in these freaking riddles. Like, he's really, like, freaking me out sometimes. Freaking me out. We got that mixture of black. Look at that chaos going on. All that chaos. Absolutely beautiful. You don't understand. You don't feel the chaos. Feel the chaos. There we go. Look at that. Now we're getting to the fun of it all. Oh, it's starting to stick a little bit. It's getting gooky. I like to have my fun. Someone gets on the cables and wires, don't care. Doesn't make a difference. There's no way in the world you can mess it up. This is not going to happen. Gotta enjoy the chaos. Chaos. Freaking love it. I freaking love it. Let me get myself a charger here. This is not the time to have a charger decide that it wants to show and end what we're doing here. Look at that. Look at that crazy. Look at that madness going on. Give me the charge. I don't know why do I put a 20-foot charging cable? You tell me. This is a beautiful color. This is where it all comes together. Look at that. And I want you to miss it. Alright, see that? See that right there? See how it's running off and running down? That's what you want. No, that's not the same. That is the chaos. I remember teaching our classes, I was like, that's the chaos, baby. That's the chaos. I said, what you want to see? You want to see the chaos. Those drips, those pores, how the paint moves out of insane. It goes in its own direction. It has its own mind, has its own feeling, has its own thoughts. That's how the best way of basically painting to make something look more realistic. There you go. Look at that. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. This is when the work comes at its best, and it pours all down. Look at that. Look how beautiful that looks. See how that made that look? The mind is gonna be filled with a nice, beautiful vegetable oil. We're gonna have things that pulsate and glow in there. It's gonna be insane. Maybe some bio creature in there. We don't even know. We just work as we go along. That's what we do. We work as we go along. That's the song we're singing. We don't really want to set the world on fire. I don't think I've got the song right anyway. Probably singing it incorrectly, knowing me. See, we get some color in there, some food coloring in there. On top of this caulking, gives a nice look to it. Look at that. It just looks totally, look at that. Look how beautiful that looks. You got a mixture of black in there. You got a mixture of green and light greens. That's why when we mixed it, we didn't mix it the first time to get rid of that white. Once we got rid of the white, then we put in the food coloring a little bit heavier. See, like this? Heavier. So that way, we have some of that deep, dark, and green in there pushing down and mixing together to give it a multi-layer kind of design. Do you feel the artwork? Do you know the artwork? Are you the artwork? Gotta have fun. They're like, man, this guy did some crazy stuff in his show. Yeah, but I'm telling you something. You're never bored. I tell you that much, are you? Nope. Yeah, I didn't even talk about that today. We're talking about artwork 101. We're completing some artwork here showing the corrosion, the meltdown, the breakdown of the molecules and nuclear structure that makes up the image as a whole, just slowly corroding through time. You want to go through that? I don't want to go through that. I don't want to hear that crap all day. I want to hear, look at the artwork. Look how amazing it looks. Feel the artwork. Know the artwork. become the artwork. That's how I lit up my art classes, would be just like that. Am I an artist? Everybody's an artist, to tell you the truth. Everybody's an artist, yeah. Everybody's an artist depending on what you do. You know what I mean? You don't have to be, at the end of the day. The only reason why I seen one person literally have one piece of string down a piece of board, and that was art. They considered it art. And he had it hanging up somewhere. You know? They hang it up somewhere, and it was art. You know? Everybody has their own way of how they see the artwork. That's what they do. Their own way. That's what makes it art, because it's different. As I said before, if you're painting something, everybody's painting a bowl of fruit, and yours doesn't look like the person next to yours, it wasn't meant to look like theirs. Your bowl of fruit is made to look like the way you see it. Not everybody's going to see it the same way. If everybody saw it the same way, art would be boring. It would be absolutely boring. It really would be. It wouldn't be art anymore. It'd just be duplicates. That's what makes each piece of artwork beautiful in its own way. If anyone says to you and say that's not art, how would you know what art is? How would they know what art is? Everybody sees art. You see art every single day. You just don't know it. Just because you think somebody has to have a degree in art and all that stuff. Well, you have to have a degree in art because certain places want to hire you. That's you. But other than that, I mean, I've seen people take experiments and take their kids' paintings and stick them in an art exhibit behind a fancy frame, and somebody literally going, "Oh my goodness, the artist, he's so childish that he's so old." I'm gonna get kicked by some art critic at the end of the day. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know the art when you see it. Okay, whatever, Bob. Whatever. I guess because we don't have that scholarship at the end of the day. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do respect people who study art, who basically at the end of the day know all the knowledge about art and who painted this. I think that's fascinating, all that stuff, but, who gets to decide what's art? Who gets to decide that? Who? Who gets to decide that? Half of these famous artists, at the end of the day, nobody knew who they were when they were painting in their barns and in their bedrooms. Nobody didn't know, and I'm pretty sure somebody walked by and said, "Oh, that looks like crap," at the end of the day, a bunch of melted clocks. But now that's considered to be it's amazing art, and it is. If you watch his work, you can actually go on VR and go to walk through one of his paintings. It's absolutely amazing. It's amazing. It is absolutely amazing. So, with the corrosion buildup, no one took the time to fix these machines. You know that? Let all that corrosion build up right there. No one took the time. Just so much work everybody had to do, and just never had to. This time just took its course. That's why when you age, it's beautiful. Put all that freaking plastic into your face at the end of the day, that's downright freaking horrible. If you're going to a Halloween exhibit every freaking day, I don't know why people do that stuff. You put all that freaking plastic into your body. That's not good. That is never good to have that plastic. That plastic is not meant to be there. Now, I mean, some people do get it because, hey, maybe you might have a bad accident or whatever, okay. But some people just, they go too far with it. That does not look good. Women have to have fake Hondos. And you think, oh, these look fantastic. They look natural. Yeah, okay. They look natural. They look freaking crazy. And then when you're like 90, or you're like 60 and 70, really, what'd you do to yourself? Some people just went too far with it. And you gotta back up. The guy who wants to be first he was the guy who wanted to be the human Ken doll. That's what he started off first with, right? And then he decided he didn't want to be a Ken doll anymore. He wanted to be a woman. Then he converted to a woman. I'm like, sheesh, what the freak? I mean, he wanted plastic. I mean, it was a lot of money. Where the frick did they get all this money, first of all, for this plastic surgery? It's insane on how much money they spent. But you got to remember, some people are doing it because they're trying their hardest to beat time. You're not going to beat time. Time's going to beat you. It's going to beat the living crap out of you. Yes, it is. Time right now is taken apart from your life right now. That's why I tell people, sit there and waste your time doing dumb stuff at the end of the day. Time is taken from you every day. Time never stops. It just keeps on going. It keeps on going. It never stops. It never takes a break. It never takes a holiday. It is constantly always going. Non-stop. Non-stop, non-stop, non-stop. So you can't beat something that doesn't never stop. Even when you sleep, you age. You age. You know, they say this. It's true. It might bother some people, but it's a true factor. The day you were born is the day you begin to die. And it's true. Your body starts to age. You don't stop aging when you're a child. You never do. You start to age. That's how kids get older. That's how they grow up and become adults. That's what happens. I had somebody say that one time. I thought that was the most fascinating thing. That the day you were born is the day you begin to die. A child doesn't age when they're in the womb. You never notice that? When a child's born, they don't age anymore. They develop, but they don't age. They don't age until they reach to come out of the womb. That's when they start to age. That's why it's a timeline. But again, people will do plastic surgery, and you're fighting so hard to fight time. Forget it. It's a never-ending battle. You will never win this. Gravity will freaking destroy you. If age doesn't destroy you, gravity will definitely destroy you. Definitely. You know that, and then they keep going, and they keep getting a little tucks and all that stuff. I need to tighten up a little bit here and tighten up a little bit there. I'm a little loose here. Yeah, what you stop? You can't stop time. And next you're going to turn around, look in the window, and you can mirror. You're like a hobgoblin on your bridge about to answer someone's riddle so they can cross over. You're like a hobgoblin. I swear, some of those people got plastic surgery. If I even bumped into an alleyway with a holy water on you, look so freaking hideous. You don't look good. And then that BBL, the Brazilian butt lift, gee whiz Louise, what the freak? I remember when I was over in on 69th Street. We saw them all the time out there. Because 69th Street was a bougie area, and the women were trying to be trophy wives up there. You see a lot of women trying to be trophy wives. And you see those BBLs all over the place. All over. And they didn't even look right. They didn't even look natural. And your legs don't even fill out to the size of what your derriere is supposed to be. So you got these freaking thin looking legs and this freaking balloon bottom at the back. It looks horrible. Absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. It does. Just accept life. Age gracefully. Same thing with men. Men get surgeries too now. Men are just as worse as women now. I see men, and yes, straight men at the end of the day, getting hair weaves done and all this stuff. You know she's gonna find out, right? So if you go in and you get your weave put in or fake beard. I remember men back then grew a beard. That's what we did. We grew beards. You know, if you didn't have one, you didn't grow one. That's all. But at the end of the day, we grew beards. Even if we're just happy just to have a little mustache or whatever. At the end of the day, it's facial hair. You grew it. It's yours. And now people are getting it sprayed on. You're not even a man if you do that. I don't care who that offends. Back in the day, you grew your beard in. That's what you did. And they say you didn't get facial hair. Some people wear smooth, so they look nice in it. But still, like I said, if you grew a beard, you grew it. Now they want to do these quick fades. Like, you know, they're going to find out. Like, how the freak did Frank grow a full beard in a day? Like, isn't that going to raise some red flags here? Frank just grew a whole freaking full beard in one freaking day. That's going to be obvious. They're coming with you were bald the last 3 days, now you come with all this hair. Like, we're not going to notice that. That's not going to be obvious. And if you don't like it, shave it off and be done with it. You know what I mean? Some people can get away rocking the Frazier. Frazier can get away with that hair being bald, and the front he just looks better that way. He's not right with hair. Some people look right with hair and get away with it. But all that, what's the word for it? That plastic surgery, and I look on, whatchamacallit, I see a lot of men now wearing these don't know what to call it. And they put the glue on them, and they glue the hair onto their heads and all that stuff. She's gonna find out. She's gonna find out sooner or later. Here's a guy who had a fake job done for his hair. I don't know what it was, some toupee or whatever he had. And he goes to take off his hoodie, and his hair goes with it. Now, if she's still with you at the date, then you don't need to be wearing the hair. And she's not superficial like that. But if she's superficial like that, then that's a red flag telling you it's time to go. If you want to work with somebody that's going to be fake to you, you're really going to have problems at the end of the day. We have a little bit of talking here with this whole PC bill. Sometimes we talk about this, we talk about that, we talk about a little bit of everything, right? PC Talk with Ken. We talk about everything. Yes, we do. So I got support group, a PC build. I don't get the whole. I like people who wear women who wear next to nothing, natural beauties. That's what I like. All that makeup, not into it. I'm really not into it. I'm not into it. It's not my thing. Some people like it. That's their thing. I can't stand makeup on a woman. I don't like it. Natural beauty. That's what I like. I don't like fake hair. Can't stand it. I hate wigs, all that stuff. I like a woman who has natural hair. Don't have to be long. It can be short. I dated one with short hair. I dated one with shaved heads. I dated one with shaved head. She had the most crystal gorgeous green eyes I've ever seen in my entire life. And she looked pretty too. So yeah, I'm not into that. The long hair. I don't make a difference. Long hair, short hair. I don't care. As long as at the end of the day it's not fake. I can't stand fake hair. If we can come in the door and see something creepy on the couch and they're firing 3 rounds into the couch to find out it was just her hair. You know, I don't like it. I don't like fake hair. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I don't like it. I like it real 100%. I can't stand those eyelashes. Those things are freaking hideous. Oh my goodness, they're freaking hideous. I don't know why. You just go with your natural eyelashes and all that stuff. Your eyelashes are beautiful the way they are. You know, you don't need to be wearing all that at the end of the day. It's not even necessary. You know. But that's just me. Some people like it that way, but that's just me. It's me at the end of the day. I like all natural. I don't like any of that fake add-ons and all that stuff. Not into it, not about it. All the women I dated, all natural beauties. None of them were makeup, not one of them. Didn't need it, didn't wear it. Didn't need it. Some a little touch up, a little touch of something light when you're going out. I got no problem with that. I can deal with that. But when you go in that makeup so much that at the back of the, I can hear. That's when it's time for me to go. I'm like, what are we going to war or something? What the freak is up with the war paint? Yeah, I just, trust me, we got them in our family. I got a few people in my family that can wear some war paint. Jeez Louise. Like, how far would I have to poke this pen before I actually hit your skin? Now, I don't mind the nails. Getting the nails done and all that, that don't bother me one bit. Get your nails done, all that stuff, I don't got a problem with that. You want to get your hair done, but as long as it's your hair. I don't get to those wigs and stuff. I don't like them. You know, wigs will make you go, wigs will take out your hair. You know that, right? Your scalp needs to breathe. You know that, right? So, my sister has a daughter who likes to wear those wigs all the time, and that's not good. You gotta let that scalp breathe, man. You do. Or you walk around and you lose your hair. Like, you really will lose your hair. We're getting pretty good with our little corrosion job. We'll have to go back over again to put the build-up in. A lot of craziness went over there in that section over there. Yeah, did. A lot of craziness. A lot of craziness. Corrosion. The corrosion just went on, just a little craziness. Rewind. I dated Korean. Yep. Korean is nice too. Beautiful. Asian women are beautiful. Yeah. I dated Korean. I dated Trinidad, Jamaican. Yep. I find everybody interesting. I'm more interested in your culture. That's pretty much it. I'm curious to know exactly what y'all eat in the morning, what kind of music y'all listen to, stuff like that. I ask all kinds of questions like that. Really interested in different cultures. What kind of cereal you have over there? What kind of cereal do you eat? That's one of my most curiosities is what do you eat for breakfast? Like, what do y'all eat? What do y'all eat? So I'm curious about that. And interesting, get a chance to try new stuff. Cool stuff over there. Yeah, I like Dominicans. I'll sit back there and hear them talking like, I don't understand anything. I can say, okay, I know the curse words. That's all I know. Most people know the curse words. I know some Spanish, but most of it will be all curse words. So, at one point in my life, and sorry to say this, but true, I learned to curse people out in different languages because basically the curse words were easy to pick up in different languages. So if I was going to curse you out, I'd just curse you out in multiple languages. You didn't know what was coming at you, but I was just going to use some really jacked up stuff. But no, I don't do that. This is the curse words are easier. Why is that? Why is it easier to learn the insult words, but you can't learn the regular words? And I know some stuff, but not enough on a level where, man, when they start speaking real fast, I'm lost. Translation's gone. That's it. Now, one of my sisters speaks fluent Spanish. She's black. That's why she has a Russian husband, but she speaks fluent Spanish. And man, when they start speeding up, she speeds up with them. Like, how in the world do you keep up? I'm lost. I'm sitting in the corner waiting for the freaking subtitles to pop up because I am completely lost. But I like hearing it. I love hearing it. This is fascinating to hear them talk. You hear a whole different language. But then when I asked them at the end of the day, like, well, how do I sound when I talk? Like, yeah, we can't understand anything you can't stand when you can't understand English. They can't understand. It's the same thing. They're getting back. Like, I'm speaking a bunch of gibberish. That's what they said. But it doesn't sound like I speak a lot of gibberish because I can understand what I'm saying, but that's just me. Now, I don't like it when people say to people at the end of the day, go back to your own country. I hate that when people say that to anybody. Especially when you think you're entitled and you're in America. And you think for some reason you're going to tell somebody to go back to your own country. We have not cracked books, have we? Book cracking has not become a part of our daily life, right? But you do know, technically, you're not speaking the language of this country. That would be the American Indian. We've had this conversation before, right? So the American Indian would be the language of this land, because who did it belong to first? The American Indians. I'm actually on form sites for that. Yeah. But some people want to deny it. No, it never happened. Blah, 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 blah. Well, guess you didn't study anything about the Boston Tea Party and all that, and the whole thing that went on with England with the tax and all that stuff. And the reason why they left and departed from England due to the fact that they don't want to pay tax, which is funny, because you pay tax. That's kind of jacked up. You went through all that just to end up paying tax anyway. Isn't that crazy? The only place that doesn't pay taxes is Delaware, which is crazy. But hey, it's wonderful way to go. It's interesting. That's why I was laughing about Bobby Hill. He said, you know what's jacked up, Bobby? I'll tell you what's jacked up. Paying for taxes on a holiday. How about not paying for taxes? That has got to be absolutely hilarious when he said that. But it's so freaking true. You literally are celebrating a holiday, paying taxes on everything on a holiday about not paying taxes. Because that's what the 4th of July was. It's about your independence, right? It didn't start with the whole thing with the British coming back. It all started because of taxes. That's how it all triggered off. because of taxes, that T tax, the stamp tax, all this stuff was going on, and they were just getting buck wild with these taxes, man. They were just charging them for everything. Like, we had enough of this nonsense. It is time to get the freak out of here. And that's what happened. They got tired of it. They was taxing them on everything. They would just stop that T. There was a whole lot of taxes they were paying at the end of the day for just about everything. So they got tired of it. They're like, nope, we're done. We're just like the American Indians, and we're just going to blame them for basically dumping tea into the Boston River. Let's blame them for it. That's jacked up. I got to frame them for it. And then they got tired of it, and they just said, you know what? It's time to go. We can't do this anymore. Every time you turn around, bad enough, we got inflation and everything else that's going on, taxes for every little thing on the face of the planet. It's time to leave. There you go. So anything I get on, we're not done yet. This is first stage of corrosion. We got a little bit more to go on this, so we're not even near done at all, period. That's like Christopher Columbus, I don't even know how he basically got a freaking holiday. I really don't. I mean, if he did other things besides discover America and he did other achievements, then hey, he can have that. No problem. But you can't say you discovered something if somebody was actually already living on it. I don't even know how he even got away with that. I'm talking about some land snatching on a whole nother level. I know people get angry about that and go, oh no, but no, he accidentally found America. He actually didn't. He stumbled upon it by accident. And there was somebody already living on it, which is the natives were living on it first. We gotta study more into that too. See if his intentions were to take it, but I don't think it was, to tell you the truth, honestly. But then he did claim it to be, he found it, but you can't do that. I guess they felt the natives were basically savages. But they weren't savages, they were just regular people. They just had their own way of doing things. Just because they're not to what you do it, then it doesn't make them savages. They had their own system. And then we come, they came, not we, because we weren't even there yet, mind you. It's a whole process on how we came. But anyway, it's interesting. I'm fine about this. And then you get Caucasians caught up in it, and they feel guilty about it. Like, what the freak you guilty about? Were you there? You weren't there. Were you okay then? How are you best friends with me at the end of the day? We chill all day long, and you feel guilty about something that you weren't even there. No, just chill out and relax. Nothing with that. Unless you're out there with a pointed hood on, and you're walking around talking about, white power and stuff, then yeah, it's your fault. Other than that, no, it's not your fault at all, period. History is jacked up. Some history is good, but they can't teach you that in history books. They don't teach you that part of history. Can't. Kids can't learn that stuff. When you get older, you're going to learn that stuff to realize how jacked up it is. Alright, people. Alright, I'm going to get ready to get cleaned up and get out of here. Sometimes we do drift off and talk about other things like we do these builds. I jump all over the place, that's usually what I do. I like to speak my mind, talk about things at the end of the day. That's just who I am. Pretty much. I'm tired right now. I got food, I'm tired. But yeah, that's just who I am. I just talk about what I am. People want me to do something, but we keep it on a serious note. Can't do that. I'm not that type of person. I've always been that kind of open person, so that's just who I am. But hopefully we come on here and build some cool stuff together, and that's basically about it. One day maybe we'll be open to the chat line if you people know how to act correctly, but chances are probably not. That's how people are sometimes. Alright people, hope you enjoy. Thank you for your time for coming in. So gotta go.